What's up, everybody? Thanks for checking out Hunt Shoot Live. Pumped about this episode. Got another great product from DiscoveryOpt. At this point, this is the third scope that I have reviewed for them, and I have yet to be disappointed with the quality of their product. Now, admittedly, I've only got one of their scopes that I have had long-term use. I have had one on a 22 mag. It was the first one that I reviewed about a year ago. And it's a fantastic scope. I very much like it. I have zero complaints about it. It's very well made. And as I had stated, I think in the last video that I did for DiscoveryOpt, the second that you touch the box and you feel the weight of it, it gives you a good indication that it's not just some cheap, clunky piece of junk. So let's do the unboxing. Let's talk all about this particular one that I've got. Now, this is the DiscoveryOpt ED AR 1:6x24 illuminated reticle scope. This is, of course, meant for an AR or AR platform weapon. And as with all of the other DiscoveryOpt equipment that I have received, it comes with tons of goodies that I want to explain to you. First off, and most impressively, I laid this out in my last review. I think it's so cool that they give you these two pieces of paper of all of these different things that they have checked by hand before this thing has left the factory. They are literally, and somebody has had to stamp, it's like the person's work number, I think, or the employee code. They've had to stamp their seal on all of these different points of inspection to indicate that it has been checked. The outfits and the seals, leak test, nitrogen field, pressure positive, everything that you could think of. So that is super cool that they are doing that. It is going through some what appears to be really good quality control, which seems consistent with the use on the one that I have been using. We use the turret, we make adjustments, we adjust the zoom on it, everything tracks good, everything's fine even after a year of use. We've hunted with that, groundhog hunted with that, and we've had no problems. So DiscoveryOpt seems to make a quality product. You also get, of course, your instruction manual, a chamois cloth, a little card that kind of lays out all of the specs that I'm going to share with you during this video. Now, you get 30mm tube on this, and they include the mounts for you to be able to use. Looks like those are a high. Looks like a high mount. Slap on your pick rail. Now, of course, obviously, you've got the DiscoveryOpt, the EDAR itself. It comes with a throw lever if you want to screw that on to the magnification adjustment. I like that, especially for that AR platform. You can throw that on there and just crank that bad boy, and no problem making your adjustments for your zoom. It's got a scope cap on the back already that is it's not attached to it, so like you would pop that off and put that in your pocket or put that in your range bag or your backpack. And of course, you've got a cap for the front as well if you wanted to cap it both on the front and the back. If you want to slap on a screen, it has that, like a little sun screen. And then they also provide a sun shade that you can strap on. Now, this is a first focal plane scope, so that means that the ballistic compensating reticle that it has on the inside, which it does have a very nice ballistic compensation reticle on the inside, you actually get, this is MRAD as well. This is not MOA. This is MRAD or mils. So you've got 36 mils of adjustment for your elevation, and then it looks like you've got 16 mils of adjustment either way for your windage, and it gives you the hash marks for that. I'll try to I'll throw that up on the video for you. Now, being first focal plane, when you make an adjustment to your magnification, the size of the reticle changes. So what that means is it stays true to its measurements regardless of what magnification you're on. With the second focal plane, if you've got a ballistic compensating reticle on the inside like that, if you don't have it set on whatever that initial manufacturer suggested focus is, usually it's max power, not always, but max power. Sometimes it'll have a little dot on the scope to indicate where you need it for your reticle to match up. to be true to the MOA or to the mills. But that's in the second focal plane. In the first focal plane, the size of your reticle changes as you make your magnification adjustments. So then that means its measurements stay true regardless of what magnification you're on. Now, some people don't like them because when you do crank down to, like for this one, for instance, if I'm on 1 magnification, it does get a little harder to see. It definitely gets harder to see, but not so much that it's ever caused me a problem. I've got a first focal plane on a custom rifle I had built, and I've had no problems with it whatsoever. So some people complain about that. Doesn't seem to be a problem for me. I like the fact that it stays true regardless of what magnification you're on. That's a pretty cool feature. So I mentioned these are nitrogen filled already. You've got 35 total mils of elevation. You've got 19 total mils of windage. You've got your 30mm tube. Illuminated reticle. Does not come with batteries, but it looks like it takes those big flat, like quarter size looking, I think it's the CR2s maybe. Looks like it takes those batteries. You've got 6 different intensification adjustments for your illumination. Yeah, that looks like maybe two CR2s. I'm not sure about that. This is 11 inches long. It weighs 23.2 ounces, and as with all of their scopes, it's shockproof, waterproof, and fog-proof. Now, your field of view with this bad boy, if you've got it all the way down on 1, it's huge. It's 132 feet of field of view. 132 feet field of view at 100 yards. If you've got her cranked down all the way to 6 power, you've got 20 feet field of view at 100 yards. Eye relief is really good. Nice crystal clear image. I'm really impressed with DiscoveryOpt. I really, really am. Just the feel of the scope is good too. Just feels like it's well made. Love their quality control. I'll put a link to this product and their other products in the video description. That way, if you guys want to check them out, you can go to the description, follow straight to their site. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Be sure to check out my other reviews that I've done on their other products. I've got 2 other scope reviews that I've done for them, and the one scope was compatible with their night vision unit. The night vision was okay, but the scope was awesome. Loved the scope. Check out all of our playlists and all the other things we got on the channel. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. As always, I appreciate you guys. God bless you. We'll catch you next time.